Alright. Yep, touching that summons the real one. Oh, no. That's why there was the shaking. It wasn't actually the place falling apart. It was the basement opening. Man, is that cool looking. Okay. Archon Roost's Virtue's Reward? Is that what that just said? I think it was. Hold on, I'm looking at the playback. It's 20 seconds behind, but... Ugh. Mm-hmm. Virtue's Reward. That's supposed to be underhanded? He's looking at me.
A promise fulfilled for king and country.
Yep. I knew it. I knew you were the villain. Yep, the whole time.
How now, Strabo? This ghost. It lives and speaks.
No, it was you this whole time. I knew you never actually died and that you've actually been pulling the strings this entire time because you wanted to get Alethea to yourself. I knew.
For I was buried not by stone and fury, but by inspiration, driven to act.
You're not a ghost. Yeah, see, because he was the one touching the wall.
Statue's secret. I found it. And then, stifled feeling. Overwhelmed.
Oh, so it wasn't you the whole time. It was only you after you touched the stone.
In that moment, I knew how I'd finally best you.
Okay.
And rescue Alethea, my true love.
Okay.
With magic, I would win the day. A trap I'd feign, to send you running with the priest.
Yep. I knew it.
The mountain shudders. We must flee this place.
Yep.
Before
So
the tremors rend the roof o'erhead.
maybe it was him the whole time. I don't know. Yep, I knew you were evil.
Oh God!
And I even went back and checked on you. I shouldn't have.
'Twas simple.
He could have just said that he liked the princess. Oh, he's twitching. He's twitching. I don't like when my villains twitch like that. Oh, he said it. He just lost the fight for her. Bad as I thwapped him into the ground a few times.
Easy.
Yeah, see, the twitching still doesn't go good with the laughing and the... No. Alright, fine, if it's that easy.
With such fear, you fled.
Now you're doing the open mouth laugh. And you've told me your whole plan. Now where is she at?
The contest's champion. So strong and bold. Abandoned good hash. Hero left to rot.
But he was dead.
Blackest final crime soon to come. When guided I your hand in murder just of thieving who gifted you my love.
Look, I hate to break this to you, but the citizens now can't actually... They're losing their collective minds. They have absolutely no brain cells because someone didn't give them the 5 words they're allowed to say.
Disgraced.
I don't know if you really want that kingdom.
Yet still, you came to ruin us.
Us?
As is your wont.
Want. W-A-N-T, not O-N-T.
A singular creature. Insatiable destroyer. Selfish beast.
I'm sorry. I don't see a mirror over my shoulder that you could be saying that into. Do you want me to go get one? Because you've kind of... You got that already. You did that. All for the sake of your love, who is very clearly, by the way, not requited, because A, she didn't hope you would save her, and B, she didn't even really like me until 5 minutes before she got kidnapped. Well, now in customary behavior in a particular situation. Yeah. I want fits too. But yeah, like, you already... You killed the king, so in theory you could take his kingdom. Princess doesn't like you, so you did this to take it. Like, that's the most out of selfish things.
You've never been content to share your spoils.
You wanted me to share the princess with you. You realize how stupid and ludicrous that sounds? She's a person. Not just a trophy. She is a person. I can't just share her with you like she doesn't have, you know, agency of her own right. I'm not gonna just gift her off to some random guy. Like, you're mad. Genuinely.
I've tried, friend. I believed that you could change.
Change how? Just accept my death? Get executed? Like, what were you expecting me to have done differently in this situation? You set up the dominoes for it, and you weren't even... You didn't even hide your hand well.
But that competition in you cannot. You'd never settle. Never let me win.
Okay, and does it make it any less selfish or competitive in nature of yourself to have not let me win and just concede that you had lost fair and square? That I kicked your butt really hard? Giving her to some dude like she's a piece of property is sort of what her father did. And by sort of, I mean exactly. I mean true. But I'm not the father. Like, I'm not her father. He wanted a heir that was going to succeed him, that was going to be great. Well, my greatness would be stop handing out children like their prizes to be won over this. But also, like, all I'm hearing is that you're just a very sore loser who's just upset that I didn't graciously decline her hand.
Not even when I begged. For love. For love.
When did you beg? I'm pretty sure what I saw on that stage was just your regular showmanship of, I do this for the princess. Not... like... I don't... Oh my god, his names have E, B, and O in the name. Ah, I didn't realize that. And an I, too.
You've no idea how I wept that night.
When she was promised to another man that wasn't you? when she admitted that she loved someone other than you. She said that she had full, complete, and entire faith in me, which, while Rush does seem more substantial than whatever you may or may not have had with her, given the lack of abundant context that you've given us, for all of the times you guys have had pleasant conversations to one another without my presence? Oh wait, that didn't happen. Because the king kept her locked up anyway. I thought you were gonna smack me with the back of your hand. What are you? Like, every single thing that you're saying at me could be held up into a mirror to be a clear character reflection of who you are as a person. What are you on about?
How could you understand?
Bro. Flip the roles for a second. How could I not understand? I'm just not insane enough to force the murder of a king to try to get with his daughter.
You've never loved, nor lost, nor known shame.
What do you think I'm doing this for? My health? Like, this guy, what he really just needs is a good thwack upside the noggin, and with the bump that'll come on his head, maybe he'll figure out that literally I'm here because I'm coming for her.
That was then.
Is it?
Newfound strength.
Oh, is it the Demon Lord strength? Because you got that.
You'll see.
Will I?
A final bout to settle it, my friend.
Oh my god, it is the hero's journey. We end where we start. At the battle between the two of these in a contest for the hand of the princess. And both the mentor figures are dead. And we are in a foreign land solving our problems.
To prove the faithful follower better. And champion crowned. Champion no more.
To prove the faithful follower better. So essentially what you're saying is that you've just been a faithful follower of the Demon Lord this entire time, and that's why you're trying to resurrect him. What are you doing? Oh, you're pulling a Flowey. Alright.
You will repay my loyalty in death.
Will I? I just... Tell me this guy's weak to something. I think what it's implied is that they knew each other for a while, but Oersted always got all of the praise for what they did, and Steelbro never got anything. That's why he asked to let him win, because he genuinely loved the princess. He didn't do it. That's just my interpretation, though. Okay, that's a much better interpretation that makes this guy a lot less creepy, but I still wouldn't say that he genuinely loved the princess. Because the only way that he would genuinely love her is if he had gotten a chance to have conversations with her and know her as a person. Otherwise, he's not much better than those guys that think that they are entitled to the infections of certain women just because they said hi to them once nicely. Yeah, the nice guy. He doesn't understand why women like his jock friend more than him. Because in the case of the jock friend, being a jock is part of the personality. Like, he's into sports. He's into other things. It's not just his entire personality. Whereas, like, when you're one of those nice guys, nice isn't a personality. You know, it's not a substitute for having a lack of a personality. You shouldn't get a reward or a medal for doing the absolute bare minimum of not being a complete jerk. We don't know if he really loved her or not. At the same time, we don't know whether or not he had any relation to the princess prior to the story, to the events of the story. I think, given based on how the princess reacts to any of this. Well, since she did start off with Spectacle and just accepted her love, maybe they did actually know each other. God, you are just weak. You are just resistant to everything, aren't you? The only thing you're not resistant to is literally bunches of, like, specifically the... Oh, man. Gale Force, okay. Will you? Oh, God. Really? Paralysis? Again? When did you learn this? It wasn't with me. Can you get up now? Okay. I'm gonna want the boost in stats. Oh, are you kidding me? Really? You've got... Alright, well, wind bite it is. You have plenty of time to farm enemies. It's very true. Very true. She had relationships with Steel Bro before the tournament. She should have said so and told her father to go make love to a cactus. Yes, absolutely. Man, all of your moves just got like a boost. Okay. Okay, well, we don't have any status effects. So I'm just gonna eat that. Maybe she did, but the king is also a jerk. If he's brainwashing his subjects, then yes, he is. Like, that's the thing, right? Like, yeah, we definitely don't know. But I don't have a lot of confidence in the way that she behaves. He absorbs off of lightning damage? Oh, God. Alright, Heavenly Strike it is. It's fine. No, not Gale Force again. Man, that could have been bad. Alright, I think I need the large. I mean, she did not seem initially super enthusiastic about marrying Oerstead. But then as soon as it was, like, promised, she said that she only trusts me. Like, I'm not 100% sure why she wouldn't have just suggested, like, hey, I know that we've got this plan, but, you know, feelings or something. Not Gale Force again. Can I kill him? I think I can. With this hit. Heavenly Strike, the last thing we got in the grind session, was definitely worth getting. Thank you. Sometimes it's all about taking strategic damage. I'm sorry, Steel Bro. Heavenly Strike was a godsend. Oh, he's twitching again. Yeah, I'm still the champion. I didn't. You are covered in blood. Can we stop this, please?
You triumph.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Steel Bro.
To the last.
What do you want me to do on this one? Lose?
Such greed.
Still convinced that you're the one that still has more greed, but... And also, in all of that time... No. All of that time that we see her alone, terrified with the Demon Lord or whatever. Oh. Why would she have sat there quietly? Alethea.
Don't touch him.
Oh. They knew each other. But I don't think she could still forgive him after making sure that her father was murdered.
Why? Why now, husband?
Okay.
I waited.
For what?
But you never came, husband.
I did. I'm here.
In you I placed my trust. In you my faith. For father.
To be fair, he tricked me into killing him.
Even though, good Straber, he... And yet, despite that wrong, he loved me still. He suffered. Dearly.
Okay. Secondary food for thought. Why didn't you stop us? Prior to this fight, you've been sitting back there this entire time, not saying anything. This entire time we were under the assumption that he kept you hostage. If you actually cared for him, why not say a single word? Because I guarantee you, the way that Oersted is, if you said, no, I actually care for him, Oersted would have gone back into the jail and awaited his own execution. He's, like, very clearly that kind of person.
For your sake, your pride, a hero's legend built on sacrifice. With victories hard won by better men.
Yep.
Anointed hero. Glory to his name. And Strabo, sweet and humble, be forgot.
That doesn't necessarily mean that. We are still alive. We are still the writers of our own history. We can make sure that he not be forgot. We just fudge the legend. Strayborough died killing the demon lord. I helped.
But not by me.
Oh, we gotta change.
I'll not betray our love.
What? Yep. Yeah, they had to have known each other. Yeah, that answers that. So now what?
Your name and deeds are known to me, sir.
That's why she didn't seem too enthusiastic about it.
Having witnessed your prowess firsthand, I am grateful for most thrilling spectacle.
Yep.
Let us be wed, for king and for country.
Then why did you have this whole moment with us on the roof?
For I am yours, and you are mine henceforth.
Like, that part I get.
None holds a higher place within my heart.
That part I don't get. Why go on to say that?
Not father, not any man. This I swear.
Well, apparently you lied. And I think you stopped yourself as well, but
In you alone, I place my faith.
mm-hmm. Well, now I'm officially confirmed to be the Demon Lord. They're gonna say that I killed her and the king.
She waits. She hopes that help is coming still.
Does she?
By love and trust and faith will we be saved. A single soul's enough when against the world we stand. Apart. Alone.
Good news is, with the princess dead, there's no legitimate heir between Oerstead and the throne. No, that's true.
Believe in me. We plead. We pray. And answer they. I will. In darkness, dare not despair.
Wait a minute. It's in this time, like within this time that passed. Oerstead came up with... Man, I wonder if she just has Stockholm Syndrome. Because after a while, she got kept there in secret by Steelbro.
'Tis a test. Do we surrender to sorrow and hate? Or rise above and choose instead to trust in one another?
But then who would have taken her? The
I would
fake?
take the leap. I'd wager life, what little I have left,
Yeah.
and plead your innocence to all who'll hear.
But you don't have... Unfortunately, you're dead.
But that will not suffice, I
No.
think. Still young you are, most capable and driven lad. As once we were, myself and dearest Ash. Inherit our cause. Keep the faith. Forgive.
I'm still convinced I'm playing a villain story. Like a villain's origin story, because he's trying to fix something. And it screws something up for everybody else. Yep. There was no music then either, so... Do we need to get all the guards' reactions,
My lord!
too? Or are we content with this?
Why stand you here, blade drawn?
Bloody blade drawn. Otherwise, I'm just a guy running around with a sword.
Guards, to me! To me! The king! He's dead! And culprit caught red-handed.
Oh, well, literally.
'Twas the lad!
So Steelbro, who is angry about being second fiddle to Oerstead and not getting enough credit despite his contributions, murders their friend who also contributed to all of their victories. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
A plot?
Actually, he specifically went out and employed this guy just to kill him. That was his whole plan.
Ash and Strabo too. Murdered.
Yep.
This villain is his work. The Lord of Dark.
And the Lord of Dark in this case is Straybro.
The wretched fiend. Deceiver. Monster.
I think Oerstead is debating whether or not to give in to despair or not. Like, they already call me the new Demon Lord, so...
Naught remains.
Oh.
Alone. Utterly alone. Cast out. Unloved. Outside the grace of gods.
Yeah.
The Archon's roost. They call this shrine of death. Yet nowhere do I spy our Lord of Dark.
Hour?
His throne sits empty, wanting for an heir. Did I not do all that was asked? Did I not serve and seek my fair and just reward? And for my deeds,
Oh, God.
they damn me. Name me demon.
Oh, God.
And who am I to deny it?
And there it
Demon,
is.
then, renouncing former ties and titles. Their place I claim.
The Archon's Roost. Well,
The Lord of Dark. Odio.
God damn it. Great. Yep. I told you! I predicted this from the beginning, that we were playing the villain's origin. And you know what gave it away to me? You know what gave the whole thing away? What gave the entire thing away was the fact that the UI was red instead of blue. The victory thing, the level up, all was in red and not blue. His name did start with O. It did have the rest of Odio in it, to some degree. And the UI spoils the plot twist. I mean, yeah, Asami Sato. But yeah, like, that was it. That when the UI was in red and every other character leading up to this point was blue, that's what I knew. Yeah. That I'm playing the villain's origin story, because the UI in this section was red and not blue like the other 6 characters. And also keen of me to notice the difference when it had been a week between playing chapters. Okay, so if this is gonna be your fortress now, what are you gonna do with the dead body of your dead lover and stuff? Dead best friend. To be continued. Alright. So now what? Chapter data has been created. Alright. So now what? A new chapter's been unlocked. Oh, great. Cool. Wonderful. Man, everybody else is... Oh. I see. Because Oersted's actually here, but then we have... this, which continues off of Oersted. Well then. Looks like that's gonna be for the next stream that we start that. Oh, and I didn't even realize that she's there now. That makes a lot more sense. Anyway. I knew it. I knew it, and I also knew that Strayborough was up to something and was responsible for us killing the king. So those two things I was right about. That both the mentor figures died. So that we ended at the start, which in this case was the two competitions. There's a small part you could do to stay in theme. I could, but I'm also starting to get to the part where I'm getting a little hungry. And I think we can... I think I need to take a mental break after that last chapter. Just so much despair. Kind of... Oh, there's still ice in here. So much despair after a point just got to me. I feel so bad for him. And I want to say, why didn't someone say something? But to some degree, Strayborough did. But why didn't Strayborough say something prior to the competition?